Welcome to North Georgia News Now. Coming up today in local news, the Dalton Education Foundation has announced some new scholarship opportunities for Dalton seniors. A group of local area students brought home several awards from a recent California acting festival. The Dalton Public Safety Commission has sworn in a new member. Students from the Dalton Academy recently traveled to the state capitol for a unique learning experience. Agreements have been made involving the distribution of T-SPLOST funds for Murray, Chatsworth, and Eaton areas. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell is saying goodbye to Capitol Hill. We'll find out why. And a new proposed Georgia bill could result in some pretty serious charges for drug-related offenses. Later, Jacob Broom is here to share WDNN's community calendar. But first, here are the obituaries. Welcome back. Thanks to the Dalton Education Foundation, seniors at Dalton High School and the Dalton Academy will soon have the opportunity for financial assistance while also thinking about their post-secondary education plans. Starting in mid-March, the foundation will open an assortment of scholarships to Dalton Public School seniors. The Dalton Education Foundation was first established in 1987 and has worked to promote excellence in education throughout the Dalton Public School system via 3 primary avenues, including award recognition grants and scholarship opportunities. A total of 11 scholarships will be up for grabs this year, including the Karen Lightbody Kirkman Piano and Music Scholarship, named after a local pianist who graduated in 1962 from Dalton High School, and the Dale Cook Memorial Scholarship, named after a longtime media specialist from Dalton High School. Other scholarships include the Bill and Judy Adams Entrepreneurial Scholarship, James E. Martin Memorial Math Scholarship, the John Brewer Memorial Scholarship, the Harlan Starr Memorial Scholarship, the Demora Robinson Memorial Scholarship, the Jim and Nancy Hawkins Future Teacher Scholarship, the Willis H. Marsh Scholarship, the Wright Business Leader of Tomorrow Scholarship, and the Tanner Carr Memorial Scholarship. The scholarships average around $11,000, which is funneled by families through the Dalton Education Foundation. A committee consisting of staff members will select which student receives each scholarship. Students can find out more about these scholarship opportunities by visiting their high school counseling office. A group of local area students recently traveled to Sacramento, California for a pretty exciting opportunity. The Artistic Civic Theater's Act 2 Seniors theme is composed of 14 students who performed a 15-minute production of Legally Blonde Jr. at the 2024 Junior Theater West Festival. Hosted by iTheatrics, JTF West is the world's biggest celebration of young people performing musical theater. The festival brings together student musical theater groups from all across the world, including the US, Australia, New Zealand, Poland, and South Korea, for a weekend described as musical theater mayhem and madness. Each group performs a 15-minute production in front of a panel of musical theater experts. The Act 2 Seniors team brought home several awards for their performance of Legally Blonde Jr., including the Freddie G. Award for Excellence in Acting. 3 students won individual awards for their performances. Sophie McKeon, a 7th grader at Hammond Creek Middle School, was awarded an All-Star Performer Medal. Morgan Long, a senior at Coahulla Creek High School, was also awarded an All-Star Performer Medal. Dalton High School senior Kinsley Stevens brought home a medal for Outstanding Individual Performer. Stevens performed the lead of Ellie Woods in the group's production. Other members of the local award-winning ensemble included Joanna Bethel of Hammond Creek Middle School, Jenna Beavers of North Whitfield Middle School, Cameron Brown of North Whitfield Middle School, Lottie Scar of Dalton Junior High School, Leah Tello of Murray County High School, Aubrey Bradley of Cohala Creek High School, Carter Greason and Morgan Dempsey, both from Southeast Whitfield High School, Shepard McKeon of Dalton High School, and homeschool student Emma Lester and Rain Poteet. Congratulations to the Act II seniors for this amazing accomplishment and opportunity. A new Public Safety Commission member has been sworn in. Lane Jackson, a retired Dalton firefighter, will now be a part of the Citizen Advisory Board that oversees the operations of the Dalton Fire Department and the Dalton Police Department. Jackson was sworn in on Tuesday morning by City Attorney Jonathan Bledsoe. Jackson's 23 years of experience and dedication to the community make him a natural fit for the Public Safety Commission. However, he says joining the commission wasn't necessarily something he initially thought about. A series of conversations between Jackson and Mayor Annalise Sams about serving the community is what ultimately led to his nomination. Jackson states that he prayed about the decision and decided that it is his civic duty. Jackson will be filling the seat that was left vacant due to the passing of longtime Public Safety Commission member Bill Weaver, which occurred last March. Thanks to the League of Women Voters of Dalton, students from the Dalton Academy were recently given the opportunity to visit the state capitol. On February 15th, 11 students traveled to the state capitol for the State League's annual Legislative Day. This is the second time Dalton students have been able to do this. According to Dalton League's president, Shannon Bearfield, Bearfield says the goal is to teach kids about democracy and voting through a memorable experience. During their trip, students learned about the League of Women Voters, a nonprofit and nonpartisan political organization which focuses a lot of its efforts on voting activities, such as registering voters and advocating for voting rights. They learned about the legislative process, including the importance of voting and voter accessibility. They were also able to see democracy in action by watching live Senate voting. Students were given a tour of the Capitol and were able to meet and speak with both local and state representatives, including Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and State Senator Chuck Payne of Dalton and State Representative Casey Carpenter, also of Dalton. Ladies of the Dalton Whitfield NAACP and American Legion Post 112 were also present for the experience. Murray County, Chatsworth, and Eaton officials have agreed on distribution of TSPLUS funds for 2024. A recent meeting regarding the funds was called by Greg Hogan, Murray County Sole Commissioner. A proposal was made for the three areas to continue receiving the previously allotted amounts, with Murray County receiving 90% of the sales tax proceeds, Chatsworth receiving 8%, and Eaton receiving 2%, based on the road mile percentage within each. Per the agreement, Murray County will collect the funds from TSPLUS and then disperse them each month to both Chatsworth and Eaton. According to Hogan, the funds are to be used for road maintenance, resurfacing, and cross drains. He says that the funds have helped Murray County go from 10 miles to 12 miles per year, along with some local maintenance and improvement grant funds, to 40 miles per year. Ultimately, officials agreed for the distribution of percentages of funds to remain the same, though some were initially hesitant. Chatsworth Mayor K.W. Gong agreed with the unchanged 8% for Chatsworth, stating, "Obviously, I'd like to have more, but if you're doing it by direct road miles, I can't deny that Murray County has 400 miles and we have 40. Eaton Mayor Mill Cantrell was content with the agreement and says that 2% of the funding received by Eaton has been and will continue to be a big help. Officials felt that keeping the percentages the same would be in the best interest of the residents. Lists for upcoming TSPLUS projects are continuing to be developed. Commissioner Hogan said some of the upcoming projects for Murray County could include the replacement of several bridges, including the bridge on Old Federal Road and the old bridge on Dennis Mill Road. When we return, I'll share some state news, so stay with us. Welcome back. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell will step down from his role in November. 82-year-old McConnell has had a record run on the job, serving as the longest-serving Senate leader in history. The decision was announced on Wednesday, February 28th. McConnell stated, quote, "One of life's most underappreciated talents is to know when it's time to move on to life's next chapter. So I stand before you today to say that this will be my last term as Republican leader of the Senate." McConnell said he plans to serve out the Senate term, which will end in January 2027. McConnell gave no specific reason for the decision, but says he has been contemplating it for some months. Aides did say that the announcement is unrelated to McConnell's health. The senator did suffer a fall last year, which resulted in a concussion. McConnell said, "I love the Senate. It has been my life, but Father Time remains undefeated. I am no longer the young man sitting in the back hoping colleagues would remember my name. It is time for the next generation of leadership." Proposed legislation could result in manslaughter charges for drug dealers. Georgia Senate Bill 465, also known as Austin's Law, could lead to illegal drug distributors being charged with aggravated involuntary manslaughter in instances of overdose deaths. The proposed bill was reported as favorable by the Georgia Senate Committee. The bill was initially introduced on February 7th and is sponsored by 28 Republicans, including District 54 Senate member Chuck Payne of Dalton. The proposed bill currently reads, "A person committing the offense of aggravated involuntary manslaughter when he or she causes the death of another human being without the intent to cause the death of said human being, by intentionally manufacturing, delivering, distributing, or selling any substance that is, in fact, a controlled substance, counterfeit substance, or imitation controlled substance." Under the proposed bill, those convicted could face a minimum sentence of 10 years in prison. The maximum sentence is listed as 30 years or life imprisonment. When we return, it's time for WDNN's community calendar. But first, a look at your local weather.
Today's local weather is brought to you by Built Well Bay.
Welcome back. It's time for WDNN's community calendar. Here's some things going on around the area. The Cohutta General Store, located at 317 Wolf Street, is hosting a free concert this Friday at 6 p.m. The concert will be performed by the bluegrass band Spatial Effects, whose repertoire includes a few classic rock songs, traditional bluegrass, gospel, and a number of original songs. The band members are Earl Bracken, Tom Brown, David Crawford, Phil Paris, and Tim Witt. The event is sure to be a fun time for friends and family, so take time to stop by this event. The 2024 Precision Arts Challenge performance is being hosted at the Dalton Convention Center, located at 2211 Tony Ingle Parkway. The performance will begin on March 15th and will run through till the 17th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The PAC is a kids' dance competition that allows participants to find inspiration as a dancer and how to be a competitive dancer as well. The Creative Arts Guild will host a Students' Arts Expo on Friday, March 1st from 5:30 to 7 p.m. March is Arts and Education Month at the Creative Arts Guild, and our annual Students' Arts Expo is a big part of the celebration. Artwork by local, public, private, and homeschool K-12 students will be on our display at the gallery for the whole month. Pieces are submitted to the expo by the teachers and schools. The event is free to the public, and light refreshments will also be served. The Guild's next Thirsty Thursday Sip and Create will be with Paula Plott Gregg on Thursday, March 14th from 5:45 to 7:45 p.m. Each month, participants will complete different art projects from jewelry making to painting to creating seasonal decor and more. Supplies are included in the price of the class, and participants are welcome to bring their own adult beverages or purchase beverages through the Guild. Keep an eye on our social media and website for updates about the subject each month. Cost is $80 per workshop. Finally, the Creative Arts Guild will host a workshop titled Expressive Painting in Acrylic with Bradley Wilson on Friday, March 15th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. In this course, students will practice the methods of expressive acrylic painting while exploring a variety of subject matters and receiving instructor feedback on the work. This class is especially geared towards those with some acrylic painting experience. Sorry, not suitable for beginners. Approaching painting as play will be emphasized while focusing on solid technique and other important skills. Students will also be given monthly challenges for painting projects to work on at home and bring in for critique. Students will provide their own materials. Please see our registration portal for material suggestions. This is offered as one workshop per month. You must register for each workshop you would like to attend, which is $40 per workshop. For more information, visit www.creativeartsguild.org or the Guild's Facebook page, or call 706-278-0168. The first robotics competition is hosting the Peachtree District Qualifier right here in Dalton. Located at the Dalton Convention Center at 2211 Tony Engel Parkway, the competition will start on Thursday, March 7th, and will continue until Saturday, March 9th. The competition is free, open to the public, and lets teams around the Peachtree District test their engineering creations. To learn more, visit gafirst.org/events. The 2024 Road to Nightfall Band Competition presented by Sound Corps is officially open for registration. Located in Chattanooga at the Grand Falloon at 400 East Main Street, the competition will begin on March 13th and will continue until March 23rd. The competition is open to bands with a minimum of 3 performing band members, with 1 member at least playing a live instrument. All bands that register must live within 50 miles of the city of Chattanooga. Bands that advance each night in the competition will win a $300 cash prize, and the overall winner will receive a 90-minute performance spot that pays $1,000 alongside a number of other prizes. To register or to find more information, go to www.soundcorps.org/roadtonightfall today. If you'd like to submit information on your event for North Georgia News Now's community calendar, send an email to info@wdnntv.com. That's it for this edition of North Georgia News Now. If you be sure to visit us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thanks for watching Local.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to click that subscribe button as well as bell notifications so you won't miss any new videos. Also, follow us on our social medias.
Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, keep watching Local.